Good late afternoon and welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Saturday, the 31st of January, 2015, and we're so blessed to have with us again, Pearl and the Beard. Audiotree Live with Pearl and the Beard. Thank you guys very much for coming out again for us. It's so beautiful over here to see you illuminated. So I was watching the Just Pledge campaign video from last year, and I'm curious if you would inform me a little bit about photo shoots. I know that it's kind of when you're in a band, it's necessary, but do you generally enjoy them, or are they more like? I mean, it looked like you guys are having a good time in the video, but I don't know.
I think before
the theater.
They are absolutely
the theater.
The theatre.
That's my response.
That's the theater.
They are apparently absolutely necessary to stand in front of brick walls and other cars that aren't yours.
Yeah, other nicer things
to let people know what you sound like. Apparently, so and I think it is kind of like we're used to it now, but it is awkward as hell. Like it's just weird to have a bunch of people standing in front of you with cameras.
It helps
making
that,
you up.
Yeah. It helps that our photographer, Shervin Linné, is just like a friend and also incredibly talented and funny and just, but yeah, it's very awkward. You have to set a stage where you yourself are representing your music as a whole. Yeah. So you become kind of the commodity that you're trying to sell, and it's important because I mean nowadays like icons on iTunes where people are going to buy your album or not are like 100 by 100 pixels. That's what you have to sell your music in it, and so you have to make that photo shoot count. So we try to have as much fun as possible.
Are there ways that, I mean, do you consider, there's probably advice given to you about how to pose or what you're supposed to wear or whatever, but do they let you have creative control over, you know, we want to look like this because this is part of our brand, or, you know, part of the way that we look? Oh, sorry, the
photographer?
Yeah, photographer. Yeah, the photographers.
Actually, it depends on who you work with. Shervin's very open.
Okay,
and
cool.
He's there to take pictures of what you are, and then he makes it beautiful after that.
Yeah.
But well, not that everyone isn't beautiful already.
But even more so.
It helps. Photoshop helps. Let's get real.
But I think if you walk in with a concept, for sure, it's
And it's one of those things I think we're learning in anything. You kind of got to take everything. You have to take everything by the reins because you want people to sort of do it for you. I would love to sit on a couch and have somebody be like, Jeremy, let's go be over here. You're going to put on this thing. But like eventually, you're going to come across something that you don't like. And I think we like having as much control as we possibly can, and being innovative, as tiring as that can be, to try to like constantly be staying ahead and figuring out what you want to do. I think ultimately we're happy with it. And if it fails, it's our fault. If it succeeds, huzzah!
Yeah, and that helps with, I think that makes it more cohesive and more authentic, possibly. It at least is the best representation that you three can have for yourselves, I think. Helps you do that as much as possible.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, thanks for sharing. You can go into your next song when you're ready.
Thank you
Of course.
very much.
Telling
Audiotree Live with Pearl in the Beard. So my parents have this ratty dog whose name is Smokey. And he's supposed to be an indoor dog. He's a schnoodle, but we have this kind of large yard, so they just let him like run around and do whatever he wants. I didn't exactly grow up with him, but I had another dog growing up that was like really important to me, and I saw a picture of us when I was like 10 recently. So I'm just curious if you guys had childhood pets, and or like if you remember one fondly or maybe negatively. Yeah.
Wow, what a question.
Take it away.
Well, I grew up. I got a bird when I was 5 in preparation for. My mom got pregnant with my sister.
Okay, yeah.
So it was like, here's your bird.
Take care of it now.
And also a sister. And at the time, it was like, oh my gosh, I get my own bird. That's so cool. But it turns out birds for 5-year-olds is like a really bummer of a pet. Like, he was nice, but he just literally sat in the cage, and it was kind of a bummer. But I, from the age of 23 to 28, I owned a goldfish named Jeff Goldblum.
You lived 5
he
years?
Was 5
Holy
when he
crap.
died. R.I.P. Bless his little soul. But
That's awesome.
Jeff Goldblum was with me through a lot.
That's great.
He's my guy.
I grew up with dogs and cats and stuff. And then I hit a wall. Something happened, and my allergies kicked in.
Oh,
and
really?
We had the biggest, puffy, hairy, like Himalayan cat with the smushed-in nose, and that was really sad.
Dang.
Because
What was the cat's name?
Sammy, his name was Sammy.
Sammy the Himalayan cat.
Sammy the Himalayan cat, and I something was happening with him, and I'm sure we put him on the farm that they put him on, and like I went away to college, and my mom got like more cats for some reason, and then when I came home, I was just like so allergic, and it sucks because I feel like a monster because like these animals are like, please love me,
They love you, yeah.
love me, and I'm like,
Get
get
away
away from me. And now I've learned that cats apparently, because I found that whenever we go to any houses, they like automatically sit on my chest, or they sleep on me, or they sit in my lap. And I've learned it's because I've been ignoring them, but apparently that's been showing that I've been like, no, you are the one who will stay here. I will be your bed. But if I stare them in the eye, then they're like, I should stay away from that human man.
Domination.
Dang, I didn't know that.
So now that's what I do. I stare cats down whenever we go to people's
Every time
houses.
you're like, you will not.
This is not
Allergify
nearly
me.
as sweet as your Smoky story.
No, not at all.
We're down 2 for 2 right now.
How old were you when you realized you were allergic?
I think I was like 9.
Oh, okay.
It was...
Not like when you're 25.
No, not when I was 25. I was 9.
Okay.
Around there.
Okay, sweet.
I had an Alaskan Malamute when I was little. And
Are they large? Is that a large?
they're
Okay,
big.
yeah.
I mean, they're big and they're kind of, they need to be out
Yeah,
all the time.
sure.
And his name was Rusty. And the rumor was that he was a percentage wolf,
Okay.
like all awesome dogs are.
Yeah.
Journey of Ned Again, anyone? Is it Journey of Ned Again?
I don't know that one.
Is
Have
that
you seen it?
No, that's a
Am I
movie
allowed to
of
say
a large
this right
dog?
now?
Of course,
Am I allowed
yeah.
to talk about a Disney film from the 80s?
Sure, sure.
Anybody in the booth seen Journey of Ned Again? Guys,
Journey
if you
of
tweet at her girl, I can't remember her name. Google her for me. She will tweet back at you a picture of the movie she was in.
Whoa.
It's great. I think her name's Marilyn or how now I can't
Okay,
remember.
we'll look it up. We'll put
She's
that.
great.
We'll put them on it.
Anyway, it's a movie about a wolf. A girl and a wolf finds her and they're kin, and I feel like that's what Rusty was to me. We were kins, but then he was hit by a huge truck.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
A
This
truck
is
that was
really
huger than him.
depressing.
bummer.
Wow.
That's okay. Like I think eventually that happens. Goes to bummer.
everyone.
Yeah,
we all get hit by a
We all
giant
get hit
truck
by some giant
at some
truck.
point.
that's the reality. Let's just give up now. Okay.
I gotta go, you guys.
R.I.P.
Time's come.
R.I.P. guys.
On a
Here
brighter
comes my
note,
ride.
this song should be
Straight to
beautiful. if you
On a
can do
brighter
it.
note, I'm going to sing to you about sadness.
Take it away.
River, lay me down let the water wash over. What? I'm strangers, oh my stranger. Are we just call it love? Lick the salt from my finger. Comfort me like a neighbor. Here, you're my witness. Still, we are strangers. Are we just strangers? I call it still we are strangers. Are we just naming? I call it follow me to the river. Lay me down. Let the water take over. Watch how the weight of your garment pulls me. How it surrounds me. For you, this is
Audiotree Live with Pearl in the Beard. You guys have amazing voices, and I read somebody said that you couldn't fit a sheet of paper through your harmonies, or that's some quote somewhere which I like a lot.
Whoa.
I'm curious if it matters. Can you sing better with people that you're closer to? That's what I'm trying to ask. Do you think that your relationship
Physically
with
or
someone
emotionally?
Emotionally, yeah. Yeah, like that you're emotionally connected. Does that matter that you can sing better? Or that you're right next to them?
I've heard things like if you're family, that matters. Sometimes I think, well, I don't know. Like for some reason we all do fit well, but I think we also have very distinct voices, but I think we can hear the other person and like adjust the timbre of our voices.
Sure.
But I also think there's an element of luck too. That's just like,
okay. The voices just happen to fit together.
Yeah, I'm not a voice expert, but
we practice.
and we practice a lot. Yeah, we practice a lot.
You know,
We practice all the time.
Roll out of bed, and, you know.
Yeah, roll out of bed and it's perfection,
Yeah,
you know.
and we've been doing this for a long time. I mean,
Sure.
there's certainly chemistry that happens with people that you have a bond with that will reflect in a performance. But in terms of emotional closeness, I don't know.
Okay.
But families are known to sing really tightly together, and at this point, I feel like we are a family.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Spend
what
7
was
years
it?
in a van with somebody.
Yeah.
It's like
7 years
either
mostly
kill each
in a
other
van.
or your family.
Yeah.
So
Was it-
that's what happens.
Remember that band Civil Wars?
Yeah.
They had some tight harmonies, but I think on their last album was incredibly tumultuous.
Yeah.
But they still had tight harmonies.
Yeah,
and
right
voices
on.
just
Okay.
like,
That's a good counterexample.
Sure. Yeah.
so I don't know.
Yeah, and they're clearly like, well, I don't want to say miserable together, but you know, like that was an absolute clash. But somehow they figured out how to separate their musical persona from their actual feelings, or you know, from their actual persona, I think. But yeah, all right, cool. Well, go on to your next song when you're ready. Take it away.
We will. This is You. Yeah. This is it. This is the one that we call You. I don't know why I said that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear me? Got a megaphone on, forever beating hard. Come on, get it through your skull. But I want you and all of your flaws. I've navigated the earth for whatever it's worth. I worship your every word. Your touch is a sacred birth. Can you hear me? It's like I'm coming undone. You couldn't be anyone. I wonder what we'd become with all your wandering done. Crawling out of my skin to cross 1,000 oceans and give you sacrilege and a little bliss. It's just the way it is.
Hey, oh, it's not just in your head. My whole body is your home. I will keep you as the world goes on and on around us. Yeah, oh, it's not just in your head. My whole body is your home. I will keep you as the world goes on and on around us. Yeah, oh, it's not just in your head. My whole body is your home. I will keep you as the world goes on and on. You have
Audiotree Live with Pearl and the Beard. Get ready for their new album sometime this year, hopefully by the end of 2015. Look for it. They're playing tonight at Lincoln Hall with Wildchild and James Tillman, who will be playing Audiotree on Monday, so you can look for him, and then going on a tour with Annie DeFranco through the end of March, or somewhere like that, yeah, all the way through the end of March. Thank you very much for playing, you guys, seriously.
Thanks for having
Thanks for
us.
having us.
Thanks to Goose Island. Thanks to awesome people in the studio and sound engineers hooking it up. Camera and lighting crew. Looks beautiful. Viewers, thanks for watching. Support the band by downloading the session when it comes out in a few weeks, and send a shout via social media to us or the band if you just want to connect. From all of us here at the Audiotree Studios, thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.